Hello everybody, this is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics with another of my favorite Super Bowl games. We're just 2 days before Super Bowl 58, and today we're going to replay the 1968 New York Jets at the 1968 Baltimore Colts. Super Bowl played in Miami for the second year in a row. Super Bowl III, I think one of the most significant Super Bowls in Super Bowl history. Super Bowl III was one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. The Baltimore Colts were 19.5-point favorites after blowing out the AFL in the first two Super Bowls. But don't forget, Joe Namath, an intoxicated Joe Namath, at the Miami club responding to a Colts fan heckler, guaranteed his Jets would win the Super Bowl, and that made it into the papers the next day and became one of the iconic statements in NFL history. Let's do the coin toss. First of all, if we roll a yes, Baltimore will win the toss. And we did roll a yes, Baltimore wins the toss. They will defer, and the Jets will get the kickoff. Lou Michaels set the kickoff to the Jets. Kick is going to put the Jets in average field position. Jets offense comes out on the field. They are led by quarterback Joe Namath, running back Bill Mathis and Matt Snell, Don Maynard, George Sauer, wide receivers, and Pete Lammons tight end. Here's the first offensive roll of the game. We've got a leaner on the decider die, so we'll re-roll that. 6 on the timing clock is 4 clicks off the clock, and I use the optional rule for that. We did not get another 6, so it's going to be a 5-minute drive. 3, 5, 6. First check is a disciplined offense, no. Next check is a reliable offense or meek defense, no. Interception. And right away, this game is not going the way the real game went. Moral, the Colts threw 3 interceptions before he was replaced by Johnny Unitas. All right, the interception roll is a 3. Defender has a modest return sliding to ground in average field position. Now the Colts have the ball. I think I'll roll the deciding die on the side of the field that has a football. That's the Colts. Their offense comes out on the field. They're led by Earl Morrall. Johnny Unitas is on this roster and was not through yet with his career. Tom Matte, the main running back, and Willie Richardson, Jimmy Orr, and John Mackey are the receivers. Here is their offensive roll. 4 off the timing clock is 2 clicks. Halfway through the first quarter, 3-3-4. Solid offense for Baltimore, no. Mild or undisciplined defense, no. Yeah, it's going to be a punt. All right, punt to the Jets is a 1-5. 1-5 is roll a D6. On a roll of 1 or 2, the punt is blocked. It is not blocked. So, average field position for New York. Okay, their decider die roll will be a yes. New York has the ball. And here's their offensive roll. We get an unusual play, 4-4-4. That's 2 clicks off the clock, which takes us down to 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. So 4-4-4 takes us to unusual play result B. We'll roll 2 dice, read them in ascending order. 2-5 is the roll. And offense catches defense on a blitz with a perfectly executed screen pass. It's a touchdown for the Jets. And that touchdown pass is Joe Namath to under die 42 is Emerson Boozer. No, excuse me. 42 will be Pete Lammons. Extra point kick for New York will be good, 11 through 66. We'll roll the decider die. If we get a 1-1 with a yes, it'll be blocked. And extra point kick is good. It's the Jets 7. And the Colts, nothing. All right, kick to Baltimore. 6-4 is average field position for Baltimore. And their offensive roll is almost a 4-4-4. They get a yes on the decider die, Baltimore's ball. 3-4-4 is the offensive roll for the Colts offense. The Colts offensive line is Bob Vogel, left tackle, Glenn Ressler, Bill Curry, the center, Dan Sullivan, right guard, and Sam Ball is the right tackle with John Mackey, the tight end. Our first check is for the Jets defense, mild or undisciplined defense. No. Defense comes through with a big stop when it was needed. Punt, coffin corner. So Baltimore moves the ball to about midfield, and they're going to try a coffin corner punt. There were 2 clicks off the clock. We're down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the first period. And here's the punt to New York. 1-6 is a decision to play field position, works out, and the Jets are in poor field position. Jets ball, up by a touchdown. And here's their roll. The Jets have the ball. They get a no on the decider die. That's going to be a long drive taking us into the second quarter. See if the drive gets longer. And it does. So that's 2 more clicks. So that's 6 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 puts us at the 10-minute mark of the second period. After one period, it's the Jets 7 and the Colts nothing. 1-6-6 roll on the offensive roll. Dull offense, no. Receiver leaps, beating the defender to the ball for a touchdown pass. That gets them down to the goal line. New York is a rated run team. So once it says it's going to be a touchdown run. All right, that Jets TD run is by 35, Bill Mathis. And the extra point kick is good. New York 14 and Baltimore 0. All right, here's the kick to the Colts that are now down by 2. 24 is average field position for Baltimore. And so far, the Jets defense has been controlling Colts offense. Let's see, the Jets defense. Jerry Philbin, Paul Rochester, John Elliott, and Verlin Biggs on the front line. I think their secondary is probably one of their best parts. Johnny Sample, Randy Beverly, Jim Hudson, and Bill Bard in the secondary with Larry Garrington, Alex, and Ralph Baker, linebackers. All right, so Colts ball, they roll a yes on the decider ball. 2 clicks off the clock, halfway through the second period. And it is a 4-5-5 roll for Baltimore. Dull offense, no. Quarterback lunges across the goal line for a score on a touchdown run for the Colts. All right, let's check the Finder dice. And that is a 1-4 for the touchdown run. That's Tom Matte. One of my favorite running backs in those days. Tough, powerful runner. I thought he played with a lot of heart. Here is the extra point kick. 11 through 64, it will be good by Lou Michaels. 62, it's good. And now the score is New York 14 and the Baltimore Colts 7. Okay, here's the kick to the Jets. 1-4. 1-4 is Reroll the D6 on a roll of 6 returners in the open, otherwise average field position. Semi-electric, he is in the open, that's a 6. And the next roll is a 4. Stumbles at the 10-yard line, but dives across a touchdown, dives across the goal line for a touchdown return for the Jets. All right, that makes it 20-7. New York, and extra point kick is good, 21-7. Jets are stunning the crowd here in Miami, up by 2 touchdowns. No time runs off on kickoffs. Now New York kicking off to Baltimore, and the Colts will take over. Average field position. Roll Morrow leads the offense out there, and here is their roll. It's the Colts ball. Quick drive. 1 on the timing clock. 1-2-2 is the reading for the offense. Let's see. On these early cards, you have to be aware of these notes at the bottom. 1-2-2 would be an interception against the Jets, but not against the Colts. 1-2-2 is a... No, actually, 1-1-2 would be an interception against the Jets. 1-2-2 is a home defense or undisciplined offense. No. Stiff defense. And the Jets do have a stiff defense. Defensive line comes up big in this drive. And Baltimore must punt. All right, they're punting to New York. 3-4 on the punt will put the Jets in average field position. All right, Joe Namath's ball. 2 clicks off the clock. And it's a 3-5-5 roll. 3-5-5 is it a prolific offense? Yes, New York has a prolific offense. He's through the hole. Nobody's going to catch him. It is a touchdown run for New York. That touchdown run will be by Emerson Boozer. And it makes it 27-7. Extra point kick is up and away, and it's 28-7. New York Jets are shocking the world. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's the kickoff to Baltimore. Average field position for the Colts. And now their offensive roll. Colts have the ball. 2 clicks off the clock. No efficiency rating on their offense. 2-2-6 is a roll. Secure offense, no. Passive defense, no. Fumble by the Colts. It gets worse for Baltimore. Let's see, the fumble roll is a roll of 5. And runner coughs at the ball in offense's own end of the field. Great field position for the Jets. But only 1 click left on the clock. Let's see how that roll goes. Jets offense in great field position. Too much, semi-efficient. If they got the yes, they could have run this drive, but they got a no, so they cannot apply their semi-efficiency rating. And so that's the end of the first half. New York Jets 28 and the Baltimore Colts 7. That first half was all Jets. Touchdown pass by Joe Namath and 3 touchdown runs by Mathis, Matty, and Boozer. Different running backs for each of those touchdown runs. Baltimore answered with a run of their own, touchdown run by Tom Matty. All right, we're ready for the third quarter. New York received the opening kickoff, so this kickoff will go to Baltimore. And it's an average field position for the Colts. Colts ball. It's going to be a long drive. 4 clicks off the clock. I'll use the optional clock roll. And it's not a 6. So 2-5-6 is the roll on this 5-minute drive. All right, 256 is great field position. No. Home or disciplined offense. They are the home offense. Mistake-free drive leads to a scoring opportunity. It's going to be a field goal attempt by the Colts. Lou Michaels comes on to kick, and it will be good 11 through 45. Roll is a 22, and it is good. Colts close it to 28-10. All right, to kick off to the Jets for their first possession of the second half. It's a 1-4 roll, and 1-4 is roll 1d6. If we roll a 6, the Jets returner will be in the open. Otherwise, average field position. Rolls a 6, so another roll in the open. They've already run one kickoff back for a touchdown. And the in the open roll is he's only got one man to beat. Touchdown. Jets kick return. Second time in the game. Right, the extra point kick is good. 35-10 Jets. Got to mark the clock on the Colts last drive. 4 ticks went off. We're in the third quarter. Here's the kick now for the Jets to the Colts. Average field position for Baltimore. And they have got their work cut out for them. They're down by 25. All right, long drive for Baltimore. 4 clicks. The optional roll, we'll see if it's going to be a 7-minute drive. It is not. 5-5-6 is the roll with a yes on the decider die. 5-5-6 is poor field position. No, they're on average. Efficient drive capped off by a short pass for a touchdown. Roll moral to Preston Pearson. And Lou Michaels on for the extra point kick. Is good. 35-17 in what's becoming a high-scoring Super Bowl game. All right, 4 clicks left in the third quarter. Here's the kick to New York, 65, average field position. Let's see if the Jets offense can add more. They might not be done yet. 2 clicks off the clock on the roll. Red die is a timing die. Can't remember if I rolled the decider die. Let me re-roll that. Jets ball. 3-3-4 on the roll. Solid offense for New York, yes. Quarterback protection holds up, but the drive ends just outside the kicker's range. It's going to be a coffin corner punt attempt. And here is the punt. 51 is pinning Baltimore back into poor field position. And here's the roll for Earl Moore and his Colts. Quick drive. Still one click left in the quarter. 1-5-5. All right, is Baltimore's offense secure? No. Clumsy? No. Punt. All right, here's a punt to New York. 53 is average field position for the Jets. This will probably get us into the fourth quarter. 1 click left in the third. And it does. Plus 1 click into the fourth. All right, after 3 quarters, it's New York 35 and the Colts 17. All right, 2-3-6 is the roll for the Jets offense. Prolific offense, yes. Quarterback audibles, takes advantage of the mismatch for the score, a touchdown pass. Joe Namath with his second touchdown pass. This pass is to Don Maynard. Don Maynard with a single bar face mask, less concerned with his face than with, and for him seeing Joe Namath's passes. Here's the extra point kick for New York. And now they're up 42-17. I think the extra point kick is good through 66. I would say the horse is out of the barn in this Super Bowl, and the Jets have redeemed the reputation of the AFL. Here's a kick to Baltimore. Average field position. And their offensive roll. This drive takes 2 clicks. Baltimore's ball, 1-1-2. Is the Jet defense punishing? No. Soft defense? No. But they do hold, and Baltimore must punt. All right, punts away to New York, 53 is average field position for the Jets. Jets are able to use up some clock here with a four click drive, maybe more. Not. All right, 3-6-6 with a no on the decider die. Poor field position for New York. They're an average. Offense pushes downfield and caps a drive with a short touchdown run. And the avalanche just continues on the Colts. This touchdown run is by Matt Snell. Extra point kick is good. New York 49 and Baltimore 17. 5 clips left in the game. Here's the kick to Baltimore. 3-3 is average field position. 32 points down. They're just kind of running out the clock at this point. Let's bring Johnny Unitas into the game for Baltimore. All right, 3 is a 2 clicks off the clock, timing-wise. So we're down to 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in game time. 3-3-6 roll. Staunch defense for New York, no. Stiff defense, yes. Defensive back breaks up a long pass on 3rd down. It's going to be a coffin corner punt. I guess at this point, Baltimore might as well go for 4th down. And they roll a 3. Stiff defense, yes. Defense comes up big on 4th down. So they don't get it. Jets take over in great field position. And I think, let's see, only 1 tick will come off the clock on the subsequent drive. Well, I think that's if the is good. So anyway, it's New York's ball. Great field position. Just 1 click off the clock. Short drive. 1-2-6 is the Jets' offensive roll. It's their ball. 1-2-6. Reliable offense. No. Punishing defense. Semi-punishing, but the decider die says no. So it's a punt for New York. And so here's the punt to Baltimore. 16 is poor field position for the Colts. All right, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left of the game. This may be the last drive for Baltimore. There's no efficiency ratings on their card. They just roll 1 click off the clock. It's a quick drive. 1-2-3 is the roll. Poor field position, yes. 3rd down pass is forced into coverage, is incomplete. Baltimore must punt, and they will punt out of poor field position. 6-6 on the punt. Punt return team is electric, no. Great field position for the Jets, which they will kneel down and kneel out the clock. Final score of the game, the New York Jets win Super Bowl III convincingly 49-17. Well, after Vince Lombardi's Green Bay Packers blew out the first two AFL opponents in what was known at the time as the league championship, the interleague championship games. I don't think the Super Bowl term came until here at Super Bowl III. That came out of Lamar Hunt's idea, watching his son Clark Hunt play with a Super Bowl in his living room, and the word Super Bowl came to mind. And this was an important Super Bowl. It showed that the teams in the AFL were just as good as the teams in the NFL. Nobody believed that until this point. I know the discussions for league mergers began in 1966, but I don't think they were finalized until 1969. And so the merger happens. Super Bowl continues. There was some thought of not continuing the interleague championship games because of the NFL's dominance in the first two games. But all that talk went away with the Jets' 17-7 victory. And here in Fast Drive football, it was even more dramatic. 49-14, Jets dominate the 1968 edition of the Baltimore Colts, who were 13-1 coming into the game, and blew out the Cleveland Browns, I think, in the championship game, something like 34-0, while the Jets struggled in their AFL championship game, beating the Raiders by like about a 27-23 score. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.